Nancy, Ed, Pat, and myself, we went up to Caribou and I met with Mr.
Cassidy,
I want to say Judy, sorry.
Dana,
Dana Cassidy,
and his
driving his big red
$120,000
$120,000 red Scrambler that's at about 10 feet off the ground. I laughed at the guy. He seemed to.
I thought he was going to be a bigger man.
So, yeah,
Oh, no.
and a younger man, and a younger man. No, he was good though, and we had the list of the equipment that who took over there. So Nancy checked off her list. We got everything back. We were able to load it. We downloaded. I think they finished unloading all my stuff, all new stuff. So I think that'll help us in the marketing of that building. We want to take the sign down and put it on your desk. Is that all right?
We're gonna hang that right behind your desk.
Yeah, no, exactly. So we're gonna get a sign down.
You can see that every day when you come
We're
to
gonna
work.
dedicate that to you. So that's done. The restaurant's been cleaned out. They cleaned it out. It looks really nice. So it's ready to be ready to move forward on that building.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yep, we got a couple of weeks of things to do, and then I think we are in a better place than we were. We really are, you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got.
I
So
walked Pete across the street to go look at it, and we had I had taken him over doing the walk of shame to the old bank building. Going to the restaurant was a little upbeat.
yeah, and he messed with me
Yes,
because
okay.
he wouldn't say it. He's like, you just need to come with me.
Just we'll be grateful they never lived there.
Yeah, so they, it actually, it's really nice. They did a good
The
job.
potential there.
There's a lot of potential there now, so.
Yeah.
So the building's in a lot better shape than what it was. So, I don't know moving forward if they've left, but, what's the owner, Dana?
Denny Rollins,
Denny?
and Denny's in Vermont, and I kept
Okay.
him posted by email, and
Yeah.
he's reaching out to Ted. I said, because I told, I personally connected them, so I said, Denny, if Ted gets possession of the building, I said, I'll be the first one, and if Scott, his other guy, I said to go over there, and we gotta clean your house, and we know they're not trash. I
Yeah,
said, I will do that for you, because it's not, he can't come up medically
okay.
right now.
And he does know we have our eye on the building on stilts there, right?
I think Ted mentioned that, and he'd asked if they'd taken it, and I said, nope, send him a picture, it's still
Okay.
there. He said, did they steal the heat pump? Nope, it's still there. I said, but they probably left a lot of their household trash.
Yeah,
Heat pump doesn't work.
So they've left the
It
area?
does, it's brand new.
No,
It doesn't work, what's wrong?
no, there's a part that crapped the bed, keys to the part.
Oh, well, that's
okay,
fine.
but it's
Denny-
fixable.
And
Right,
Denny plans on wanting to resell, and he doesn't wanna take a long to do it. I'm sure he'd be interested in having that removed.
Okay,
And,
well, we have our eye on it.
and anybody who wants cars too, probably,
For,
because.
For rec. Right. Okay, so
I'm
enough
assuming
with
you
that,
know.
enough with those, so, hopefully we'll move forward with that. Pocket Park, I know you've got 1,000 things on your list, but, we need to, where are we at with that? I know you guys were working something.
Yeah, so, now that we're getting closer to having the budget behind, not in front. It would be important to have a meeting, invite members of the community to sit down and help us, start the design of that pocket park.
And you have to go to.
Yeah, and that, but get
Some ideas and stuff.
some idea and agreement of what we'd like to see going forward. Obviously, we don't wanna seed that whole thing and then drive all over it and destroy it.
Right, no.
That doesn't make any sense, so. But we need to have a design so we know what we're gonna do with it going forward. And I think it should be a community project, obviously.
Absolutely.
And I think it with the community members,
PowerPoint presentation.
as a buy-in from them would be really great.
Yeah.
And I can work on a good PowerPoint presentation for them as well.
Yeah, that was my take, that really a lot of people wanted to do that, and whatever you have, it feels like everybody owns it.
Yeah, feel it would be good, community project.
Then last thing, revitalization committee, we're still waiting on our EIN, Ted's supposedly working that. We have bought some examples of lights, I bought some rope lighting for the poles that change different colors and stuff, and we're gonna try that out, so as soon as we get going, we can first start purchasing some stuff, start doing some fundraising. Maybe get some people to donate to us and stuff, and with the money that we get from the town, so we're full steam ahead, the girls are itching, and, it's like, yes, can't have it fast enough, especially with the decoration. We are moving, I don't know if I mentioned at the last meeting, we are moving the little information booth to the, between Satarian Ministries and the new Christmas tree.
Oh, great.
And then we'll be, I talked with
That's
Pete
fun.
Lavasser, and, he can run us an electrical conduit to that building, so we'll have a power to it, so we'll be able to decorate that building also. And then, I think Eric's planning on building where the building was, a covered pavilion for his restaurant, for his, for ATVers, so they can sit down and eat instead of eating on their ATVs and stuff, so. There's a lot going on, behind the scenes, a lot of positive things. A lot of people are working hard, so I think, with everybody doing what they're doing and, we can get some grant money and, little overages, and we can sell some, buildings and take that money and reinvest it in the town. I think we're definitely moving in the right direction. So I wanna thank everybody, to include our employees, you guys, all the volunteers. You know, I think we're gonna come out of it, I really do, I think our town's gonna be really nice here in a few years, I really do. So, thank you. That's it.
Alright.
I don't have anything this week.
Okay. Paul?
Couple things.
Okay.
Have you had a chance to speak with Nancy, what you and I spoke about? Concerning her retirement?
I have not.
I'll let you proceed with that. Alrighty, the other thing is that we have thrown a lot of ideas out tonight, and we're all in the same boat and whatever, and I'd like to kind of make an action plan or whatever, that we focus on a couple items that we know need immediate attention. One is the ambulance situation as far as living quarters or whatever we wanna do there. I'd like to see us maybe get it together with council members and, as Pete said, the stakeholders over the ambulance department, and kind of just get a feel for what they would like versus what reality is gonna be, and start formulating some plans. I know Joey had done a bunch of conceptual drawings.
Yeah, he had the harvester do a CAD thing,
Right.
and that got to be like 100,000, but I think he had like 4 rooms, and I had actually, Cody Anderson, and got the idea of like buying a pre-made downstate, and I had actually brought that forward as a company where you, like a little trailer, to put it there and you hook up the sewer. So there's two options on the table, but he had a hardware store, they had ability to do that design.
I've been seeing it something like a mobile home, except for the last 4 or 5 years, and they kinda,
Anyways, I have the stuff that I got that, we put in for a grant, and that ended up somehow Stephen King grant, they got confused, they thought we were competing with you, I remember that?
Yeah, you messed up our fire department.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
anyway,
if
so
you
it
can
was
find
like,
that-
it was like a 50, 60, like a two, anyways, yes, I can get that information.
yeah,
It's
if you can
gonna
get that
They bring
information.
it up, put it up, you gotta hook it up to sewer, and it wasn't gonna be, whatever, I can get you that information, but it was in the $50,000 to $60,000 range. That included all the hookups, but no furnace. Actually, so anyways, that was a, like, buy
If you-
from somebody off the.
Is it okay if we just kind of table that here for a little bit?
Okay.
I'll tell you why, because I think I'd like to see if we get the grant for the firehouse, if we're gonna spend $50,000 on a trailer, and that's what it is, then probably be better off putting $50,000 adding on to the new fire complex while we're at it, instead of putting a mobile home on a slab of pavement. At least look into the,
Living quarters on that building,
Yeah.
I think we have enough room to.
yeah.
If you're not,
Like I say, that's one of the things that needs to be thrown on the wall and discussed.
Yeah.
Not bubad or whatever,
No, but,
but it
No,
needs
we
to be,
no, we're
It needs to
in
be
the
put on the wall.
brainstorming
yeah,
phase.
sooner rather than later. I
Right.
agree.
Yeah.
Brian did, bring that content to Brian, and Peter, Brian.
No, it wasn't me, must have
I think
been
it was
him,
Brian.
if it comes from him, I'm
Yeah, Brian,
all set with
we
it.
did talk, it was Brian that talked to me about that. And,
listen, I'm open to all
I think
suggestions.
that, I think that just for, until we know what direction we're gonna go in with the fire department, why don't we just kind of hang on here a little bit?
Sounds good.
Cause a lot of things could happen all at once here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they could all be very beneficial to the end goal.
Yes.
So we kind of put that in the back burner for.
For now.
For now.
Well, we'll play it week by
Alright.
week, I mean, we could
Yeah.
find out next week that we got that grant, you know what I
They're
mean?
not homeless right now.
They're not
Yeah,
homeless.
no, but.
Just
I
yet.
know.
I say,
Let's,
So we're, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we
It's up here.
decided, I think we talked about the budget to keep things status quo for now.
Right, because, yeah, we need to move to a different rental, you know, because that happens, is that we don't even have 148 on the market right now.
Right.
But, that's,
and I had some other things, but I wanna wait until Luke, and Pete come back with a presentation concerning the NAA building.
Yeah.
We're gonna go from there, because it just, that would lead into another discussion that I had, a couple more questions. The only other thing I have is I wanna thank all the town employees for the great job they're doing. You and Luke for doing the great job that you're doing. Makes coming here a whole lot easier to work with, especially with a great group of people like that working there. That's it.
Excellent. Alright, I don't have a whole lot. I do have one, I know we've discussed in the past, doing something up at the recycling center to help with accuracy of the
Yeah.
scale.
Yeah, Rick is working on that, he's got some railroad ties, that are gonna go up there to try to keep the weight off that scale. And, I did ask Rick to maybe have Hollis check the scale's accuracy each day by driving the truck on it, just getting an idea of what it's looking like. We did have an issue back 6 months ago where the scale seemed to be, there was an issue there that really just the scale needed a reboot. It needed to be shut down and then turned back on.
Mhm.
And it corrected the error at that time.
Yep.
So, Rick said that he was able to acquire some railroad ties. There's also an issue with a conduit
yes.
that's broke there.
Yeah,
Yes,
It's,
yeah, for the
that
lights,
needs
the
to
signal
be-
lights, yeah.
After working there, that, in some form, shape or manner, needs to be rectified
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
The scale is an issue,
And,
but that light is more of an issue.
well, you say
Because
that,
I had a lot of people that get on scale, didn't know what to do, they're so used to the green light, and you gotta talk to them, whatever.
Yeah,
And when they came back, they just drove across the scale.
yeah, yeah.
And it just made it kind of difficult, especially during a busy time.
Yeah.
To
swing them back around and,
go, turn them back around and this and that, and I had a couple drive-offs, and it's just, there's some issues there which are very basic that need to be corrected.
so here's why I'm bringing this up again. I had more than one person comment to me, and one person actually showed me weight slips. Same day, 3 hours apart, brought a load of trash, same driver, same vehicle, and there was an 84-pound difference in the tar weight on the exact same vehicle. It wasn't snow load, this was the empty weight of the vehicle
Oh, going over.
going over, and it was more the second time around than it was the first time. They lost fuel, you know what I mean, if anything, it should have been lighter, it was 80 pounds more. And that's not inconsequential. That's not inconsequential, you know what I mean, that's,
The
as
air-
far as accuracy, that's
Yeah.
not,
That's a big,
it's
That's
a
a
big
big
difference.
difference.
Yeah, it is a big difference.
Right, so I know it's been brought up more than once, but I just,
Rick and I we have talked about it a couple times.
yeah, so we have to
And
try.
they should be due, are you still in there, Rick?
Oh,
We just.
They should be due to come and check that scale again, right?
Yeah, they'll be they'll be here in June.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's coming up, they're gonna be checking it,
They'll do the
no matter what,
calibration.
they'll be doing the calibration check.
They'll calibrate every year.
Okay, and
The biggest issue there is the wind. Anytime you have a little bit of wind up there, whether it's 10, 15, 20 miles an hour, it moves that scale. Again, people have got us access to railroad ties, place railroad ties all around it, stop the wind from going underneath that scale. So we're in trials right now, see how that works. I've got all this on top of it,
Okay.
informing me every day if there's any issues.
okay,
It happened to me on Saturday.
Yeah.
Gave a big gust of wind. Just
It's not your fault, let's see what
yeah,
that does.
it's just, yeah, we'll see if the ties help out. I know we had discussed possibly putting a building over it. I think that's something that we need to look at.
Pole barn,
A
kind of
pole barn,
thing. I
just
know
something
Rick
for
and,
roofing sides.
Rick and Halston going back and forth and, you know, whatever you think you need, Rick, I mean,
I think Rick was telling you if he had a pole barn, it'd be for storing cardboard, not for planting it over the scale.
Yeah.
So,
if the railroad ties solve the problem, then I don't see the need of putting a cover on it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That would be a free fix, really.
Okay. Good enough? That's all I have.
Good deal.
Yeah, and just for the public, you know, we are aware that there have been issues, Rick's done everything he can to correct that.
And it's,
And all this is, you know, been fair with the public, if he thinks that it's, you know, obviously somebody came with a bag and it says 100 pounds, he's charged them for that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
one other thing, real quick before we wrap up. We should get together and reschedule that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the meeting, or I have a date,
Oh, perfect.
so as long as it works for you, it works for everybody else.
Good.
Or them.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I have. Move on to public comments.
I'm fine.
All right.
I think Dayton probably would have had.
They had something, but I don't know what.
His comment is, if you're gonna take that sign, take the one off the bank building too, even though it's empty,
Yeah.
it really annoys him.
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll move on to adjourn. How about that?
Make motion, we adjourn at 8:05 PM.
All right.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? Okay.
Night. They're all. Thank you, sir.
It's actually hoping I get out of here.
Yeah, we were 15 minutes. Once we got the tables were a little slow, but once we just.
Tried to tell you guys last night, don't get it done, okay, we're here.
It was Ed, he,
And then he called me today and he's like, can you help? I'm like,
yeah,
yeah. And I said, my wife's working in the garden, so I gotta help her.
he was. Ed, Eddie and Ricky, yeah, a little bit,
We're here.
yeah. Yeah, there's a little shifting in there, and, you know, I helped him. I told him, I bet, put it right here, don't put it on the wall.
Yeah, I did.
In. Yeah, feel free to move carefully over to the.
See if you.
Well, actually,
Bye, Larry.
Fuck.